Welcome to the other session of cybersecurity. So let's see today's topic. What is encryption and types of encryption and where it is used, and the alternative, what is decryption. So let's see how is encryption defined. Encryption is the mechanism by which plain text messages are turned into unreadable ciphertext. The use of encryption enhances the confidentiality of data being shared with your recipient, whether it can be a friend or a colleague at the workplace or someone to other person related to your business. Now let's see what is decryption. Decryption is a mechanism by which the recipient of a ciphertext message can turn it back into readable plain text. So to facilitate the encryption and decryption process, you need to use a secret encryption key. Example, we need a key to open the car. Similarly, the other example, to get into your house which is locked, you need to have a key to open that door. So this encryption keys comes into two ways. One is symmetric and the other one is asymmetric. So let's see what is symmetric key. Symmetric key encryption is where the same cryptographic key is used for both the encryption of the plain text message and the decryption of the ciphertext message. This makes the encryption method quick and provides a degree of confidentiality about the security of the ciphertext. So, with this ciphertext method, the cryptographic key is treated as a shared secret between two or more parties. All parties must have the same cryptographic key before securing the message which is sent. So let's see an example related to this. So, for example, if Alice wants to send a message to Bob, she can apply a substitution cipher to encrypt the message. But Bob must be aware of the same key so that he can decrypt it when necessary. So this symmetric key algorithm uses two types of cipher. So one is the stream cipher, the other one is the block cipher. These stream ciphers are the plain text which is converted to ciphertext in a bit-by-bit form once at a time. Whereas block cipher, the plain text is broken down into blocks or chunk of data encrypted individually and later chained together. So now let's see what is asymmetric key. An asymmetric key is composed of two elements, a private key and a public key, which form a key pair. A user who needs to encrypt a message would use the public key, and only the person holding the private key could decrypt it. So the public key, as the name suggests, can be shared with anyone. So individuals and organizations do not need to worry about its secure distribution because the private key is kept safe. It's logged after only by the person who generated the key pair and is not shared with anyone. For example, if Alice wants to communicate with Bob with asymmetric encryption, she encrypts a message using Bob's public key. After receiving the message, Bob uses his private key to decrypt the data. This way, nobody can intercept the message in between the transmission, and they do not need a secure key to exchange for this type of work. So this is what the differences between the symmetric and asymmetric key. Let's see different types of encryption. So there are several different types of symmetric and asymmetric encryptions. And the first one is data encryption standard, DES, and triple DES. Next is the advanced encryption standards. Next is the RSA, which is reversed, Samir, and Adilman. So let's see what is date encryption standard. This was one of the first symmetric encryption standard used. Next is what is advanced encryptions. So this advanced encryption standard is replaced with date encryption standard and triple DES, and it's still widely used today. RSA. So this was one of the first asymmetric encryption standards and variations which are still being used today. It uses block zippers that separate the data into blocks and obscure the information. So now let's see where is the encryption used. So encryption is used worldwide in almost every facet of our lives, from making a call on your smartphone to using your credit card for a purchase in a shop. So this encryption is used when you browse the web. So let's see different types of web browsing. So web browsing, every time when you go to a website where the address which starts with the hypertext HTTPS, or there is a padlock icon where the encryption is being used. For example, in the address bar for the web page, you will notice it starts with HTTPS colon with side dash. So when you connect to your bank through the web or make an online purchase where you provide sensitive information such as credit card number, and you should make sure you use the same address bar. Next is related to the device encryption. Many operating systems provide tools to enable encryption of hard drives and portable devices. Example, Windows BitLocker, which is a feature of the Windows operating system, provides encryption for your PC hardware device, hard disk, or portable drives that may connect via USB. Next, messaging application. This is commonly known and available messaging and applications which are used to encrypt messages. Example, WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram, etc. Next, coming to the mobile communication. Whether you are using a smartphone or mobile communication device, encryption is used to securely register it with the nearest mast or cell tower. This ensures you always have the best signal strength. So thank you all. Let's see you in the next session with a new topic. Thank you.